Hello, everyone. This is another walkthrough of a platform that was mostly built in Lovable and Bolt. Um, and pretty much, this is a platform for healthcare professionals. Mostly, if you're an entrepreneur and you're a professional, this platform has you in mind. Also, home healthcare agencies, wellness agencies, if you're mobile. This is just a platform that when I build these out, I focus on retention and management of members or people or your customers. We already know of the email list that people use in order to continue to market or, send out newsletters. But this here is just a platform where it does capture those leads, but also provides a platform where those customers, if they decide to join your membership program, they can access a bunch of tools. So this is just the site here. It has a calculator for financing. So, this is a great area for people who want to get into private healthcare or private pay. They can apply for financing, and you can get with financing companies and have them, sponsor your platform as well. There's a membership to access different healthcare tools, which I'll show you. I have to be signed in. And then here, there's a directory, which, depending on what you're looking for, as far as your loved one, what state, services that they need, you can have that here. But again, this can be for different types of medical services. Um, and then this is just showing you the facilities, like listed facilities that people can look into. So let's say, for example, this one here, um, you would get a drop down and just get a little bit more information about that business or service. And as you see here, there's a few um, ways to get in contact. So, for example, here I can connect this to um, an AI agent. So you'll hear that here.
Hi, I'm Ava, your concierge assistant at Vitalé Health Concierge. Are you looking for support with elder care, assisted living placement, or exploring wellness services for a loved one?
I'm looking for healthcare for a loved one. I am a daughter, and my grandmother is experiencing some health issues to which she needs some assistance. So I'm looking for more of an assistant living facility.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me, and I can imagine this is an important step for your family. Just to clarify, is it your mother or your grandmother who is in need of care at this time? And may I ask if you have any location preferences for where the assisted living facility should be? This will help me recommend the most suitable options from Vitalay's trusted partner community.
Yeah, it's my grandmother, and I'm currently in California. She lives like in Northern California, Sacramento area. So, something around that area would be awesome.
Thank you for clarifying. I'll focus on options in the Sacramento area and nearby communities for your grandmother. To ensure I recommend.
All right. So that's that. So again, that links to an AI agent. You can email the facility. As you can see here, there's a website link to go. This is just looping to back to this one, but it links to the website of, let's say, you're a platform owner, digital nomad or whatever, and you want to manage this platform and help manage, these facilities. That's what you'll do. And that's my mindset, giving people a job to do, and I don't want to say a job, but, you have something that you can actually manage people with. You don't need a lot to live comfortable. And that's kind of my mentality when I build some of these things. This platform can be for anyone who wants to help manage um, any type of healthcare professional service pretty much worldwide. So,
Is
just
your
something
assisted
to
living
look into.
home, boarding care, or nursing facility looking?
And then also there's, tours that they can schedule in person or virtual tours. As you see here, this is connected to the same um, uh, a company that's listed, the facility that's listed here. And then you just fill out your information and you can schedule your tour. One thing I did with this to make this more of an SEO type of platform is tied in um, a page that is SEO optimized. So this page would have more, SEO optimized information here. But this is generated when you create a new business in the admin portal for that business. And as you see here, you just have, more information. They can have placement assistance where you can fill out a form, and this goes straight to the facility that's listed here. And same for healthcare professionals. There's not many listed here, but they'll have the same thing um, for them as well. As you see here, here's a facility. I'll be adding a few more, but this is kind of what you can do as a placement agency that's helping to manage different agencies. Just letting people actually see more of the agency. Getting contact or just someone running it yourself. You can use this platform for that. So let's go ahead and look at a few more things. Services can be listed here where people can just book a service right through you. So you're just really, mastering it. Here's a resource section. So, any resources pertaining to that location, county, or whatever, whatever type of assistance people are looking for, you can have this here as well for people. And this will get them in contact with those websites. They can download information um, on this website as well. Here's a partner section I put because, again, if you're running this as a digital nomad or someone who just want to run a business with a already built for you platform, you can have more people sign up to become a partner with you. And again, you'll just go through whatever you need to get them listed and, getting their customers or their patients or their members to join in on your platform in order to help manage them. Because that's really what to do. You focus on those things. You're focusing on marketing and managing the retention of the members or the customers or the patients, whatever name it is, it's exchangeable. But you can, manage that for a business. And then, as you see here, the blog helps. It's generated to help with SEO as well, to help rank. So when you're adding, if we're going back to communities, when you're adding a community and it has its own page, these are things that help rank even with their websites. It's connected to be, here are the caregivers, but connected to be to their websites. So I'll just show you this while we're here with the caregivers, but it's similar, just a drop down of information. A caregiver, how much they charge, so you can already kind of see that. You can send them a message as well. You can give them a call as well, and then book a consultation. So an in-person consultation before you decide if you want to, go with them or not. This is definitely here for caregivers. You can view their profile page. There's companies that allow people who are caregivers to sign up, but they don't really vet them. So one thing I do, I do try to vet everyone that I'm putting on this platform. And if you're taking it and dominating an area, you can take this and that's why you're a good placement agent, because those people. Or again, if it's a different for healthcare clinics or whatever, those people, so you are able to continue to update stuff for them. And again, you're running this where that's really the work you're doing, and it's good work in my opinion. It's good work. And here's the contact page, and so let's go ahead and just sign in. going to sign into an account here. I have a few accounts because there's different types of roles. So this is a role-based access platform. So we'll sign in with this role, which is the admin role. So if you are someone that is looking to take this on as a white label platform, you'll be able to log into here and be able to manage the platform where you can see the total members of the platform, regardless if they're your partners or not. And again, here's another thing: your partners do not have to, use their portal at all. Again, this is for you to manage that for them. So your main thing is, can you get their patients or customers, in their portal, the membership portal, which I'll show you, so that they can do their thing. you know. So here's a leads section. This is to generate reports, partners that join, your rewards, because this has a built-in reward system. So this is where you can, pass out affiliate offers or get rewards from people who would sell like hotel of stays, things like that. Eating or working with other local businesses to give discounts, cross promote. So that's kind of what you want to do. And as you see here, you get to manage that section of promotions and rewards. You can add new ones, and these will go out to everyone who is a member, and they can take advantage. So that's pretty cool. Vacations. This is a section to add vacation packages. So again, when we're talking about managing the members, you're here offering deals. People love to travel, so there's a lot of good deals out there. And I put this in there because I'm someone who loves to travel, and who wouldn't want to get the discounts or the deals that I get upon, that help save me a lot of money, or the experiences I have. So this here will go right into the member portal. And again, you can manage this yourself for your members. Promotions, we just kind of went through the promotion section, but again, these are for your members. So, if they invite someone or you want to send an offer to your members, you can do that. Even if you're a professional, again, a professional healthcare professional, I'll say. This is for you to utilize as well, but there is a portal if you have team members or staff that they can also, be more focused on the patients. But this here is more so like, hey, this is what I'm sending out throughout the platform. Services. So these are all the services. This is not the right one, but you'll have your services here where you'll be able to add new services to the platform so people can book. You'll have your analytics and management. And I do apologize, but this is built with Bolt, so I probably pushed it out and forgot that I did not update my services page. But this is a different type. It should be a different page here. But at least you can see, and I'll go down here, but I'll show you why this is here in a moment. Then you have your care teams. So this is how a member would select a care team. And the idea was from me, just you going out and having insurance, and they have a portal, right? And you can select your care teams with some of them. Excuse the noise because it is the 4th of July, so it would be about to get live. So here's healthcare professionals that you can, add, update, add images to them. They can have accepting new patients, verified by you, because these are people you're putting into your platform. And if not, that's fine. It's up to you. But all that stuff would show on their page that I showed you before. And as you see here, this would be the page that information would populate on automatically for you. So this generates automatically. Like, isn't that awesome that you can say, hey, you could own the asset and generate pages for them? Like, cool, they have their own websites, that's fine. But you're here to pull in leads for them that that you can send over to your partners. But if they want to clone or white label it from you or whatever, this is something that you can do. But again, if you don't want to do that, these are people who probably don't, really dive into the entrepreneur side. So this was in mind to ensure that those medical professionals can manage their customers or their members with a platform like this, and not just some, healthcare telehealth platform. Not knocking them. I'm just saying, but when you're thinking of an entrepreneur and all around, like, hey, how can I keep my customers when times are down or whatever? This will be a great platform to use. And as you see here, I have a medical transport. So you can partner with medical transport companies. I just passed by here, but this is for pharmacies. Same thing. There's a bunch of new pharmacies in my area that I can reach out to. So these are multiple opportunities to plug in with these people to get them more leads and cross promote. As you see here, this is straight up cross promotion happening here. And then this is the care facility that, again, the main page that you've seen in the front, the directory. This is kind of what that's coming from. All the images, you can load multi images. You can leave it in draft. You can put them in the feature section or not. And just have all their information there so people can access it. After care teams, you have your facilities pages. So it's different from care teams. So again, this is just you managing your partners and their credentials and contact information. But when we get to facilities, this is how the facilities page is automatically generated. So again, you create a new facility and you see this slug here. I have it programmed in the back end to where, once you have that information, once you actually add them as a care on the care teams page, actually, that's when it starts. And as you see here, it's a facilities page that, people can go to. So if, you are at a location and people wanted to see the facilities that you have, or, they can actually use that to dive deeper into their page to take a look at what else does this facility offer? What's their services? Can I get in contact with them? Can I book right through them? Or because I know them so well, can I place with them, my loved one with them? So again, cool thing about this generates automatically. And as you see, you already have SEO plugged in automatically for those facilities that you have here. And these can be hospitals, clinics, it doesn't matter. You can put them all in this platform in your area. Professional management. So the same thing, it's a professional page. As you see here, same thing. Edited, their URLs, social media URLs. You have all of that here to manage the professionals' pages. Health tools. Now this is you as an admin, but once we get to the membership side, I'll show you what these tools are for. And so this is just for admin to see reporting of who's using the tools. So this is another way you would make money as an admin using this platform, because the tools that you have charge like for a download, like a symptom checker, medication tracker, sleep. But you have all these tools, and some of them they would pay for a download, because again, if you're expanding in different countries, some people just need a document. Some people don't need all this extra stuff. I try to think of things, keeping it simple. I did forget to show you, this is multilingual. So this site would, be available in different types of languages. So that's why it's built for professionals worldwide. Blog posts. This is where the blog posts that you see in the front end, and again, SEO, all that stuff would be here tied into those blog posts. So this is really powered up for you to rank right off the bat as well. So you don't have to be an SEO expert. You just got to know the basics. And this tool, all you have to do is plug in a few things of those, in this tool, and you'll be able to do your thing. reports. I'm big on reports because of the industry I'm in, cybersecurity. But I'm not just saying my industry, but in sometimes the corporate world, reports matter. They mean things because when you need to speak to budget cuts, speak to funding for more stuff. This kind of would help for those executive teams that you may approach in bigger corporations or just businesses in general. They are paying for it, so you want to be able to pull reports. So this is tied to the voice AI call reports. So it would be summaries, just like an Excel sheet or CSV file. You'll be able to download it. Summaries of calls. You'll be able to download it. You'll have all that information here, and then just the system settings you'll also have in the back end. And that's really the admin side of this to manage. And again, it's really, really simple plug and play. As an admin, you're going to go out, you can find vacation deals, get affiliate offers, go to Offer Vault, uh, there's another one right on my Max Bounty. You can go to all of them, and this is how you would promote all to your members that you're managing right through this platform for a business. You know what I'm saying? So this is here for you, services that you can say, hey, book the services through me, and I'll send them over to my partners, and they, can be the service providers. So this is a way to manage a company or a couple of businesses. Again, you don't need a lot, but a way to manage a couple businesses for yourself in order to do your thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and log out of here. And we're going to try to sign in with another account. And this is the professional dashboard here. You have a calendar view, you have your availability you can add. And again, this can be for your staff. There's a search tool for things you're searching for, but here's your dashboard. You have the prescriptions that you would be looking into for the patients that you're managing. And again, those are patients who selected you under a care team as a care team member or a part of their care team. Again, you can white label this. And this is for if you're an admin or you're a marketer or a digital nomad that's managing this is something you can, show, white label this platform, share it with them. This can already be there where they can become the admin of their own platform if they decide. But, you get, the paid off that because you're putting them onto a better platform that lets them manage everything, Here's the member manager. Let me just go back because I don't want to move ahead. So you can see prescriptions from your patients, and you can approve, deny it here. Here's some tools that you can access, for funding, equipment. So that'll be pushed all through you. And if you're an admin, again, you're controlling that on your side in the admin portal where you're offering your partners funding and all that. You're giving them everything they need to be successful. Here's a triage, symptom triage, where again, there's an AI assistant who would work with the patient on their patient platform. And, they'll just giving, hey, their symptoms, what they feeling or whatever. They don't diagnose, but they just say, hey, okay, thank you for the information. They'll send it to you, the professional, in your dashboard. So that's what this is representing. And again, coming from my field, we deal with high severity, low severity alerts. So this would be something based on what that patient is going through. You would be able to see that information here and act on it as a professional. Here as well, you can reschedule, check in for the appointments that are being booked for your patients. You can also, again, just set your own appointments up, your availability on your side as well as the professional. Here's analytics, the patient retention. Again, you're trying to retain those patients, especially if you're a private pay professional. You want to make sure that you're retaining them. So that's a part of the entrepreneur side. that you want to use this platform for. Again, I don't want to jump ahead, but I just want to just show you a few things. You can respond to requests here. So again, this is going to prescription refills because they need a doctor to sign off. You can auto pre-fill it. There's already some scripts for you to write for that person, and then you can send a response where that member or that patient that selected you will see the message on their end. Symptom alerts. Again, these are alerts coming from the symptom checker, the AI symptom checker. And then again, your response to them, you have all of that here, and then you can send it to urgent care, which this platform can plug in right into local urgent care facilities. But again, you have all of that here. You have I already showed you the calendar for your hours, and again, your patient requests for your prescription refills and your symptom alerts, your member management tool. So again, if a member selects you under their care team, they will end up on your dashboard here. And here is where you can schedule appointments with them in person or virtually. You can send them a message directly through the platform, and you can view more information about them through here. Another thing is the health records for that patient. You can see here medications, recent visits. You can do all of that right here when you select a patient. Next is Message Center. And the Message Center, and again, some of these things can be better, but this is just showing you that it does work. I am already using it for a facility, but I'm just here to show you, the basis of how this platform can be used for anyone else out there that sees the benefit of it. But here in the Message Center, this is where all the messages, messaging back and forth for prescriptions or any of that, this is where this would be. So like, for example, a member is, wanting to have a refill request or a follow-up appointment. You can archive it. You can reply to them back through here for that message. Here's announcements that the admin can submit through here to everyone. So this is the admin. Hey, this is the new protocol. So again, if you're a placement agent or just a marketer or someone who wants to be in the healthcare, world, you are really your partner's keeper. You're really your partner's keeper. So you're going out there finding all of this information, and you can promote that to your partners, helping them out, and they can help out their patients. Let them focus on the science, and you focus on managing them. Here's the tools of the trade. So again, this is a section where an admin can send more information on grants, financing for equipment for your office, tax incentives, a bunch of cross promoting that you can do here for your partners, licensing support, resources. You can have all of that here for your partners. And here's your earnings dashboard as a partner. So as a professional, you have an earnings dashboard where you can see all of your appointments or services that were booked through the membership portal. You would have all of that enter into here where you can just get your payout. Right now I use Stripe, but again, this can be configured for other payment gateways, but this is where you would see those payments. And again, as a professional, you have a little bit different, settings compared to an admin, compared to a member. So here's the specialties that you would, add to here. Your certificates, education certificates, you definitely want to keep those up to date. And then your notification section, you'll have all of that also configured in here, and your analytics tools. So this is a platform, again, to allow professionals, and this can be your staff, to connect with your patients and do the work that they need done in order to. Um, Hello again. This is the member portal here, and I'm just gonna kind of go over this with you. So this would show the membership for that member that signed up, their rewards, so they get points. You can put a point system, referral status, so they can invite people, but we'll go over that in a moment. The appointments that they have that's coming up, they can see that with their healthcare professional. Here's their health metrics that they can visit, and also see their health insights. So keeping update with what's going on with them, allergies, they can see all of that here. And then services that can be offered. But again, we'll go through all of this in a moment. Um, and their membership tiers, we'll go through all of this in a moment. So, yeah, I still have some things I'm working on, but this is just to give you the meat and potatoes of what I have going on here. So the next thing is the health insights of the memberships. So the members will be able to again see their health insights. They can take assessments, either we take and different types of assessments that your care team can offer through here, where, hey, mental health screening, you can have all these different assessments that you can take and view the results of those assessments anytime as a member. And that information would be used by your care team, or your primary care physician to better treat you, and have better treatment plans. And this is, great for private pay doctors because, again, you have an assistant, you have AI, you have a tool that can help facilitate some of those things for you, and also give your patient more of a view of what's going on. And as you see here, here's an insights report that you can easily have printed out in this treatment plan. So you get a treatment plan here, and you can schedule a follow-up with your provider. Next, we have the appointment section, and this is how you can book an appointment with your provider. You can check in when you get to the facility, if it's a facility. You can view the summary of your past appointments. You can book a follow-up appointment. You can book a service, and service bookings, I'll show you in a second, but again, I just want to walk through. But it's more of a workflow, when we're talking about booking a service, because the bookings and services kind of go hand in hand. Hey, I want to book a massage, so you'll book that through here, or you can book a medical appointment through here as well. But again, we'll go to this page in a moment, but at least you can see kind of how the workflow is. And here's the primary care team, or your care team, your concierge care team. You have psychiatrists, nurse practitioners, physicians. And again, these are all of the professionals that are in the admin portal. So the admin can add them there, which would provide that trust. So these people, these are your partners. You work with these people versus just having them sign up on the platform. Same thing with the pharmacy. They get to select a pharmacy they want to go to, so that the healthcare team can send people right on over to that pharmacy. And then here's the pharmacy section for the members. They can do a request refill, different delivery methods. Some areas they have drone delivery as well. There's medication that this patient would already be privy to or already have, so that would already kind of be here. The requests that they sent through, they can track their deliveries. Here are other different tools, but it's based on your subscription, so you can block certain access and make it a tiered access. Here's the pharmacies that they can choose from, call, transfer the prescription to a different pharmacy. But they have all of that ability here. The medical transport, again, I can show you this, but I would have to upgrade. I'm still working on a few things, but this is just coming out gradually as we go here for care team. So the services portion here as well is where people have preferred services that they would like, preferred languages, preferred providers, certain accommodations, certain notifications that they would like to get. But in the services section, they can book with specialists. So all professionals can actually would actually be seen here as far as their services. And then a member would just go into saying, okay, I want this dermatology consultation at 2. Here's 135. I'm going to proceed to the payment. This would then take them into your payment provider service or gateway, whether it's Stripe or Square or PayPal. That's pretty much what it would do. And then you would be able to go back to your appointments and see that booking for that service as well. So that's kind of how the services portion would work. The next thing is your vacation. So again, like I said, you are just retaining members. So people love vacations. They love that stuff. Or maybe just a retreat, or maybe they just want to relax, after some medical treatment. So here they can see this just like it's, Amazon or whatever. Again, if you work with companies or timeshares or whatever, you can work with them and as an admin, and you can use those timeshares and just, promote them through here. And again, you're managing this all through here. So your members will be the only ones exclusive to whatever pricing that you have in here. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the share and earn rewards, because we believe in growing your platform. So a whole growth model. They can share here where they can share, with any platform, any whatever. So let's just, do Facebook, for example. I can just put like, boom. Oops. Let me, because I don't want to share on that platform. I didn't want to share on this platform, but it'll be there. But I try to keep business and whatever different. But anyway, so, and then you have a shared link via email, via text. So, all that's really built into here. So this is a single pane of glass, and coming from my field, I just love a single pane of glass. I don't like jumping in through different tools and doing all that stuff. I like building a tool to where you can have, whatever you need. So this is something that your members would have everything they need here to get care and their personalized care. And here will be the promotions and offers that they would see here that the admin pushed out to them. Messages, again, from their care providers that they would see here that they can just, message back and forth through the platform. Your membership area. And I do apologize, I'm still working on a few things, but it does, at least you can see it. At least you can see it. I can do better, but at least you can see that this is my thing. This is my platform. And here's a smart tool section that I wanted to kind of show. And all of these tools are AI based. So you can cross promote with other app builders. But we're in the age of AI, and I'm not saying those apps aren't what you cannot cross promote with, right? Because there are apps for that. You could put them in here. But when we're talking about more sophistication and personalization, this is kind of where you would bring in your AI tools. So here is where, again, a platform where your members can have their own access, their own management of their health outside of their doctors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So tracking their own medication, vital signs, consultations, concierge, because that's what will be with your nurses, risk calculator, specialist referrals, because a lot of us, man, sometimes we just need to be with specialists, and the healthcare system blocks that you got to get this person to do that. Like, man, and I get it, but again, when you're in the world of personal doctors, private pay doctors, you'll have that here. And then the cool thing is this platform has the specialists in here that they can just reach out to, but you got to be on a certain level so you know that your members are serious. But that's the membership dashboard. Again, it's really something that allows your members to manage themselves and your doctors, your professional uh, staff members, everyone can pretty much manage themselves on this platform. Um, I'm probably rambling now, but I definitely could do better presentations. I'm just getting this out there because I'm just doing other stuff, but I at least wanted to show this platform. I am already, in use with it, and again, this is more into taking leads, getting people to come to the directory, and reaching out to my partners who would be these facilities or these care members, and they would be able to assist or help that patient or that care, that loved one further with care. And all you're doing is helping to facilitate, and you can get paid off the leads, off the placements, however you want to set up your payment. Thinking about how to get paid for this. So that's just the way I set it up to be a platform. And because I'm into acquisitions, it is a platform to where I'm like, hey, if I do come across a business, let's say assisted living facility, and the owner is just ready to retire, but they have a great staff and just a great community, I can be someone that can come in and just implement something like this, or just a smaller clinic, maybe in another country that needs a better platform to manage care in those countries. This would be a great platform to do that with. And there's other enhancements you can have, but again, this is pretty much my Vitalé Health Concierge platform. Thank you for listening, and